Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Dirt Path Exploration. Today, we traveled to South Dakota's Custer State Park to take the Cathedral Spires and Black Elk Peak trail. This trail was a 7.1-mile challenging ascent up to the top of Black Elk Peak, with an elevation gain of around 1,600 feet. It took us a little over 4 hours to complete. The trail was a dirt path with the occasional rocky scramble, mostly near the bottom before Cathedral Spires. The peak had several sets of stairs to avoid further rock scrambles. The trail begins right off Needles Highway on one of the switchbacks. There isn't a significant amount of parking, so if there's no parking at this point, there's always a lot more parking down by Sylvan Lake, but it does extend the hike a good bit. The first section is a little on the narrower side, but opens up more as it heads on, and if you stop to look back, you can get your first good view, as the highway has gotten you most of the way up the elevation. You pass through a good chunk of trees and approach the rocky formations you can see in the distance, and you come close to a smaller rock scramble that you can see in this shot. It wasn't too bad, but when it started raining a little bit more, this section got a bit more difficult than it otherwise would have been. After the scramble, you come to a split on the trail, with a little offshoot that leads to the Cathedral Spires. We took our time on this section to enjoy the sights to be had. The spires themselves are just these cool stone features that shoot straight up into the sky. It's a neat little section, and also a part of the hiking challenge that they have within the park. Something we'll have to swing by another time and do a couple of videos for the hikes involved. The trail then starts to slowly ascend and make its way back towards Black Elk Peak. At first, it's a rocky switchback, and then you come to an intersection that you can go left to head towards Little Devil's Tower or right towards Black Elk Peak. This segment of the trail is a slower incline within a small pine forest. Keep an eye out because certain sections of this trail have openings which provide gorgeous views as you're making your way up. About halfway, the trail starts to flatten out a little bit and you pass a series of stone pillars, one surrounded by trees and another one more out in the open. The trail then continues to climb, but also leads out of the state park, as Black Elk Peak actually stands outside the bounds of the state park and within the Black Elk Wilderness Preserve. My favorite part of this hike is Black Elk Peak. It's a gorgeous mountain peak, but it also has a large tower that sits atop it and allows some shelter from the conditions up there. About halfway up, it started sleeting on us, and then raining off and on. So when we got to the top and saw this tower, it was a relief. There was a small room underneath the entry floor that's more insulated by the ground and stones that we took a moment to sit there and warm up in before we went exploring the top more. But after that, we took in the gorgeous sights. Being on the highest point in South Dakota affords you, as you might expect, spectacular views in virtually every direction. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button. If you want to follow us as we explore more local trails across the country, hit that subscribe button.